Hey, hey, hey. All right, so let's get tapped in. So let me, before I even start this, tell me why I just did your whole reading, right? And StreamYard didn't even record it. Okay? So this is number so I'm doing this again. Okay? Because whoo, honey and all the children. But anyway, this is how you know this is a message that needs to get to you that's attempted to be blocked. But wait, not today. Not today. Okay? All right, so 33 on 30. As I said that it was 33 seconds on the timer. So, yes, it is definitely time to communicate so I can get everything in. Let me start with my disclaimer. So, I am an intuitive. I tap in. I only use cards, honestly, just so that you guys, my clients, have a visual of kind of where I'm going and what I'm talking about. It makes a little bit more sense on your end of the spectrum, so you just don't think I'm over here just talking out of my ass, child. Okay. I cuss, as you can see. I smoke in the background. All of these things. So if you hear me coughing, choking, sneezing, sniffling, things of that nature, I'm human. I'm over here doing what it is that I do so that I can tap in and give you the best information possible. What I provide to you is solely from the angels and the ancestors. It is not my own personal opinion, baby. So if it don't sit well with you, it make you mad, I need you to run up on the angels and ancestors. Do not run up on me. Okay? I provide this with love and light based upon your need and request for a deeper knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And so that's what I am here to do. I am merely just the messenger. But again, I come in love and light. And all of those things. So before we even get started in that particular aspect, because of the way I pull cards, I've got the deck already shuffled while I'm trying to say it all at the same time. I've got the deck already shuffled, and then I've got you three oracle cards that are pulled out. I've got two from my goddess deck and then one from my words of wisdom oracle as well too. So the first card initially that came out was the card of Sekhmet, which is the wounded healer. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can. That was the first one that came out. It also bears the angel number 15, which also converts into the angel number 6. We will look up those numbers at the end of the reading just to kind of see what that means and how that plays out for you. We also had the other goddess card of Mama de Jumbo, which is the card of Shine. I really hope that you can see that as well too. Let me see. Can you see that? Okay, perfect. I'll take some pictures of the cards as well too and send them to you so you have them outside of the video, because I know it can sometimes be a little hard to pick up and capture the full message. So, and then lastly, at the end of the reading, we will go over as well this milk and honey card. I'm gonna tell you right now, honey, milk and honey is exactly what it sounds like, but I'll get deeper into that towards the end of your reading because it will make a whole lot more sense. Okay. And that bears the number 51, which is also the number 6. The Shine card bears the number 32, which also converts to the number 5. So let's see what the Wounded Healer card is talking about. We're going to start there. Number 15. All right. And then again, this is the deck, that the goddess deck, that the Wounded Healer and the Shine card are from. I will always show you my references and things of that nature, so that you understand where I'm coming from as well too. So I'm not just making this shit up. I couldn't if I wanted to, and for what? Okay, but anywho, so the Sekhmet's guidance is heal thyself. Everyone gets your best except you. You are a healer among your tribe. Stop putting your needs last. Well. I guess that about sums that shit up, don't it? It says, when did you become the martyr? Take a breath. Wounded healers hold sadness, rage, and fears of brokenness. Being a warrior wasn't a choice for our beloved foremothers. They did the best they could. But being a goddess warrior for us is knowing that we have the choice not to fight all the time. Okay. The deep dive question is, what are your swords? The weapons you use to fight. And what are your shields? The ways you defend yourself. Dare to lay the burdens down along with the swords and the shields. Your goddess declaration is, it is safe to put yourself first. I believe we talked about this yesterday evening. So yeah. All right. Mama Jumbo's guidance is: you were born to shine. Be seen, be heard, be of movement. We need to know your name. We want to learn your dance. I don't know why I keep hearing book, 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 book. Like, are you like you need to write a book? Like, you need to start journaling? I just don't think that us as melanated women understand that what we go through is not an isolated issue. The situation and the circumstances that we endure, persevere through, are not isolated. It is a common energy amongst us melanated feminine beings. And so, if we had more of us that were willing to share, because sharing is caring now. If there was more of us that were willing to share, it would make the journey and the struggle, it wouldn't eliminate it, but it would make it a whole lot more to bear, a whole lot easier to bear, if we knew that we had each other, there to kind of bounce off of each other. Well, what did you do? And what did that look like for you? And things of that nature. It's, but I digress. Anywho, instead of competing with each other and things of that nature. So it says, daring to rise and shine starts with the courage to be seen and heard. Your story matters, and someone needs to hear it. I can't make this shit up. Fear of shining brightly keeps you in the shadows, hiding and shrinking. There is no way to claim your voice and avoid rejection, criticism, and judgment, but you are not for everybody. If everyone likes you, you are not really being you. And your declaration reads, I am ready to be seen and heard. This milk and honey one, I am not reading until the very end, because it's going to make more sense when I read it at the end of your reading. Trust me when I say. Just because I already know the energy that comes on this milk and honey. So I'm curious as to what cards come behind it. All right, so I have shuffled. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. Excuse me. Burping. That is a spiritual thing, so just pardon me. I've already shuffled, prayed over the cards, and asked for guidance and information to see what you got coming your way. So let's tap in, right? Let's see what energies are surrounding you in this moment. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles, money, putting in work. We've got the Hangman and the Four of Pentacles. So, and the Magician at the bottom of the deck, child. And the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So first of all, we know that you are working. We know that in this particular moment that you are putting in the work, whatever that looks like, spiritually, emotionally, all things. You are absolutely putting in work. She is at the desk. She is getting it in. Wait, can you see that? My bad. She is absolutely getting it in. But there's this sense of feeling like you are in suspense, right? There's this sense of feeling like you are in a sense of waiting, right? Almost slightly in a sense of abandonment, being left hanging. Well, there it go, right? Because you see she hanging from a tree by her foot, just flat out. You feel like I've done all of this, right? I put in all of this work, and now I just feel like I'm being left hanging. But you're hanging. You're the one that's holding on. So if anything or anyone is leaving you hanging, it would be yourself. Uh-oh. Did the truth just come out? Why? Because you refuse to accept the fact that there's a spiritual journey that you need to go on. In the upright, I usually don't even read reverse cards. So let me just throw that disclaimer out there, but I will, because that's how it came out. In the upright, the Eight of Cups is going on to a spiritual journey, right? A spiritual journey is never hard. Never easy. Excuse me. It is the most difficult thing to do and to maintain, because it never ends. It never ends. It doesn't even end when you leave this earth. Like, a spiritual journey never ends. It is endless. Okay. It is omnipotent. It is at all places, at all times, at all things. And it is inevitable as well too. And whether you choose to accept that you are going on a spiritual journey or not determines how hard thus terrain is going to be on the other side of it. Because if you notice in this card, she feels mountains, and she got her stick, and she's on her way. She's on her way, right? But understanding that behind the Eight of Cups is the Knight of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So if you go on the journey and get what you need from the journey and pick up the things that you need to pick up along the way, it leads you to wish fulfillment. But you are in the reverse. It don't mean you ain't going, but you're going ignorant because you're focusing on the wrong shit. You're wondering you in the rearview mirror. Well, why did someone do such, and how come someone did this? And I need to know. You need to be worried. The why is paying attention to where your ass need to be going, understanding that you about to go on a hike. You ain't got no boots on. You ain't got no stick. You ain't got no mace. You ain't got no water. You ain't about, like, you need to make sure that you prepare because you're going whether you like it or not. The spiritual journey is coming, whether you like it or not. King of Pentacles is here. Strong, earthly connected, grounded, financially stable, all of those things. That's coming. But before you get to, but there's a tower, right? There's a tower. It almost feels like, okay, let me say this. It almost feels like the adverse energy of this King of Pentacles. Okay. And I say that because me and you had a conversation last night and you were asking me about, why does he treat me this way? And why does he, talk to me in this manner? And why don't he do this now for my kids? Because this nigga feels like he is he feels like he's your God, right? Because he feels like his tangible goods, his money, his coin makes you everything that you are, right? And without him, there's going to be a tower moment. Well, there might fucking be. There might be a fucking tower moment, right? And that just basically means that some shit's going to happen out of the blue. There's going to be some unexpected change that's going to happen. And it kind of is what it is. But you're resilient. You'll bounce back from that shit, as we all know, right? So it's less about why did he do something and why the fuck did you let him? Why the fuck did you stick around for that long? The Ace of Swords is the truth. Now, I remember I said at the beginning, you don't like what I have to say, take it up with the spirit guys, because baby, I'm just saying, and that's the cold-blooded truth. Here to go the truth, the sword right here. Is it worth all of this? Like, you got folks looking at you, you got children looking at you, the Most High sitting back looking at you, you got all of this stuff going on, and all we worried about is it's time to face the truth, the cold, harsh reality of the fact that the truth is the truth. King of Swords, King of Justice, he ain't playing. Not only just that, that's also given the legal system as well. Ain't no happiness, don't know happiness live here. The Sun card is the happiest card in this entire deck. So at this point, the question is, why is your happiness tied to things that are holding you hostage, vices that are leading you to be manipulated? You holding on to some shit, got yourself in suspense, like you got yourself caught up in all of this. So to answer your question, honestly, about why is he doing anything and why did he anything about anything? Why did you let him? What did I say about coming out of the 8? Let me put these cards down so I can show you something. I said that the 8 of Cups was a spiritual journey. And if you get on this spiritual journey and you make it through this terrain, you see it's mountains back here. You're gonna have to climb. Right? She on her way. If you get through this spiritual journey, which you will, whether you like it or not, because this is how you showing up. You going, but damn it, you don't want to. If you get through this spiritual journey, I specifically said that the 9 is right behind it, which is wish fulfillment. Sitting pretty. This is wish fulfillment. All your cups is filled up. You had 8. You was on your way through this journey to go get that last cup to get that wish fulfillment. And now you are there. But wish fulfillment is determined by what you say that looks like. What does it look like on the other side? What does your milk and honey look like on the other side? What does life look like on the other side? What does peace look like on the other side? What does change look like on the other side for you that you created for yourself with the help of your spirit team, with the help of your angels, with the help of your ancestors? And as I say that, looking at this milk and honey card, I don't know if you can see that face, right here, but that is an angel and an ancestor of yours that has passed over. That is feminine energy. That appears to be a grandmother or a mother figure that has crossed over, that is with you at all times. And the elephant that is sitting in this milk and honey may be of some significance as well too. I don't know if you love elephants, somebody around you love elephants, or elephants is significant in some way, shape, form, or fashion to the angel and the ancestor that walks and protects you at all times. Know that as well too. The Fool card coming behind the Nine of Cups is going to be twofold. Two things can be right at the exact same time. If you notice, so blissfully, she looking all up at the sky, but there's a cliff right here. So if she don't be careful, right, and be so foolish and caught up in whatever it is that she think is going on around her and being oblivious to the fact that there is a cliff right here, right, and there is a dog that is in the background here that is attempting to try to be like, hey, be easy, right? The Fool card also represents taking a leap of faith. I think that in this particular reading, this Fool card lends more to taking a leap of faith. Why? Because you started in the I don't want to go on this journey. I'm afraid, I'm scared. But you go over there, you do what you need to do, you get your wish fulfillment because you took that leap of faith. That's confirmation. And that leap of faith is what you're doing right now, taking yourself out of that situation so that better days are ahead, because you got the Star card here, which is hope. So you're moving in the right energies. You just need to make sure that whatever you do, that you move with truth, love, and light, and stand on business. If it don't sound right, if it don't feel right in your heart, if it's not going to come to you with absolute truth, this is the Queen of Swords. She is still a queen. She is sitting up on her throne. If you're going to come, you're going to have to come. You're going to have to come correct, and you better come with the truth. Because the truth has already showed up once. This is her sword. Okay? Let me make myself clear. This is a sword now. See? The move is inevitable. It is time to move on. That is what the Six of Swords is telling you. Six of Swords is moving on. She's in a boat, right? But it's more of on a sneaky type of energy, like in the it's like in the wee hours of the morning, with no Dear Jane letter left. Do it boldly, do it out in the open in the world so that the world can see, because it is, remember that, do you not remember I just read to you about wanting to be seen and heard, needing to be seen and heard and felt, and understanding that you are worthy? That is coming. The world needs to know your name. So there's this energy, I'm telling you, that keeps pulling on me, and it feels like there is a book, there is something that you are cultivating. Honey, there's something that you are cultivating that you either think about all the time or keep pushing it by the wayside, or you're making excuses, or I don't have enough time, or do you believe somebody telling you you're not good enough? Something, baby, something that you are cultivating that will be shown worldwide, that will be there for the world to see. Okay? But it is time for you to go within. It is time for you to go within. And the Hermit card is to step inside of that, which is also the Virgo card as well too. I happen to be a Virgo, so I know that off the top of my head. Or this could be the fact of confirmation of this information coming through from a Virgo as well too. But it's time to go in and to do some self-reflection, right? It's time to go within, do some research on your damn self. Figure out why you do what you do and why you move the way that you move, so that when you come out on the other end of the spectrum, baby, what did I say? You come out on the top. This is the Wheel of Fortune, baby. You got wish fulfillment, the Wheel of Fortune in here at the same damn time, and the Star. Come on, sis. The only person that's in the way of you is you. Only one that's stopping you is you. Only person you need to be worried about right now is you. Everything is going to turn around for you. All things look up for you. Yes, ma'am, they do. Let's see what this Milk and Honey card looks like, and then we're going to delve into the angel numbers 15, 32, and 51, as well as the numbers 5 and 6. So give me just a second here. Let's see what the... Oh, no, wait. I read that already. So let me read this milk and honey card. Do what I was doing. Do what you was doing now. 51. All right, milk and honey reads, and then this is the deck, the wisdom of the oracle, that the milk and honey card comes out of as well too. This is what the front side of it looks like, just in case you want to grab it. But this is the deck that I'm reading from. So the essential meanings, the essential meaning reads: the taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. I promise you, there's just some shit that I just can't make up. Okay, it's just some things I can't make up. I wouldn't want to. I just wouldn't want to. So the oracle message reads: you've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. Now let me say this, because I know sometimes we could say, or spirit will say, this is a sweet time, and we're like, this shit hurts. This shit is uncomfortable. But it couldn't be the sweetest thing that could have potentially come your way in this particular moment, because it gives you growth. So it has to be seen as something that is beneficial to you and not something that is meant to hurt or harm. It may be uncomfortable, but it is the best thing that could be happening in this particular moment. So I want you to think about looking at it in that perspective, other than the way that it makes you feel, as in where it is intended to take you, and the purpose that it serves versus how it makes you feel. It then reads: it's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious. When all your senses are awakened to the ultimate possibilities in the universe. These times are precious and only come when you're in your authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting, yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. And that's what I was saying. Like, it may not look like you want it to look. It may not feel like you need it to feel, but it is there, and it is absolutely necessary. It is up to us to use our free will and apply those things in places that need the attention. And it hurts because it needs to be healed. So let me just say that. Okay. And then let's go into the angel numbers. This is the angel numbers book that I will be referencing for you as well too. And then I'm going to go in the order that they came out, and they happen to come out in chronological order as well too, which means in my spiritual understanding, intuitive understanding, is that when things come out in chronological order, they are coming out in the order in which they are needing to be received, right? Meaning to me that saying that all things are coming into an alignment, and even though they feel like they're out of place, they actually are not. So let's take a look at 15 and see what 15 means first. Let's start there. So 15 is referencing new ideas. Level up your thoughts. Inspiration is the way your angels are directing you onto your inspired path. The ideas you get are important as they lead you to the next step. Repeat this mantra: I am open to receiving divine inspiration. I am open to receiving divine inspiration. I am open to receiving divine inspiration. Ashe. All right, let's move on to 32. And 32 is the energy of investing. In all that you do, invest in your whole self. Now, in speaking to investing in your whole self, this is what spirit means. You cannot focus on being the best mom, the best employee, the best spouse, the best partner, the best friend, the best sister, the best daughter. You cannot focus on those individually. It is too many things to try to tackle all at once. But if your focus is solely on being the best you, healing yourself, being whole within your whole entire being, then everyone gets the best and complete version of you. Please make sure you understand and stop it, rewind it if you need to hear what I said, play it all over again. But that is what it means when spirit tells you, in all that you do, invest in your whole self. It reads, your angels remind you that by investing in your whole self into this microcosm, the macrocosm eventually reflects that effort. In a small chore, job, or interaction today, Feel the presence of the divine as you treat the activity as if it was a blueprint for creating a larger representation of your reality. You have to speak it into existence. You have to envision it into existence. You have to daydream it into existence. You have to journal it into existence. You have to listen to it, dance to it, whatever you need to do to manifest what it looks like, what your wish fulfillment looks like on the other side, what your milk and honey is on the other side. That is what you need to do. No one else can do it for you. And if anybody else is in the way, it is you. All right, now on to number 51, and then we'll move on to numbers 5 and 6, and then I will close you out. Please let me know as well too how this reading resonated with you. I would really love to know, what you gained from it, how it made you feel. Was there any insight that was provided, things of that nature? I would love to be able to bounce it off of you. Once you have the opportunity to listen to it a few times, if not once. Okay, so 51 is take initiative, make your own magic. The time is right for you to make your own way forward. Waiting for things to happen isn't working. It's time to make your own magic. Today, get moving on a goal or a project that propels your life into the next phase. I just said you have to determine what that looks like so that you can manifest and speak it. Whatever that is, speak it. All right, so where I'm getting the numbers 5 and 6 from are the fact that 32 on the shine card, 3 and 2 is 5, and then 1 and 5, 15 on the wounded healer, and 51 on milk and honey, both add up to 6. So 5 is growth. The only thing that stays the same is change. As the world around you shifts and moves, it is time to get flexible. Change is inevitable, and your peace comes not from the stability of the things outside of you, but also from which is created from your foundation within. Your angels remind you to make inner peace a priority, so that when change comes, you know that you are tethered to something it cannot touch. Meditate today with the visualization of your inner peace tying you firmly to the universe. And lastly, number 6 reads, material world, only love lasts eternally. You are paying too much attention to the superficial. Oftentimes, you can forget the depth of what you are doing in life by focusing on the material world's distractions. Your angels guide you to focus on the intangibles you have in your life: love, friendship, character qualities of self, and to give them a moment of appreciation. So I don't know how, I don't know in any particular aspect, how you are about monetary things or things in general, right? But it's time to detach from things because they can be replaced, they can be lost, um, and they hold absolutely no value. And so if there is anything that you have not utilized in the last 6 months, touched, whatever, and it doesn't serve your purpose for a higher goal, it is time for you to leave it behind. I would highly, highly, highly spiritually advise you not to take anything with you that holds any energy of anything that you don't want to take into the next phase. So anyone bought you something that that they are just, you just want to break any sort of soul ties, and it doesn't matter what it is, it's the smallest of things or the largest of things, because all things can be replaced. And so I just encourage you to do some cleaning. Don't take anything with you because it just makes the journey heavier. It makes the burden heavier, the journey longer and harder than it needs to be. And it also creates obstacles and barriers so that you don't receive what you're looking for. Because your bag is only so doggone big, and shit, if it's full of all kinds of bullshit, then you don't have any way for the universe to provide you with the things that that are coming your way, and that you're asking for in this particular moment. And like I told you initially the first time that we spoke, now, if you are where you want to be and not where your ass need to be, you ain't gonna get it anyway. So keep that in mind. Again, thank you so much for allowing me to enter into your energy. It was a pleasure to be able to tap in and provide you what you were looking for. Again, like I said, if there's anything else that I can do outside of this, you know where to reach me. I am just a call away. Feel free to share my information with those who you come in contact with that may need my guidance as well too. And I bid you an amazing day. Now, do whatever you can. Go out of your way to have an amazing day. If you can't, stay out of everybody else's way, okay? Now, I love you, love you, love you. I send you love, light, prosperity, peace, healing, covering, and all of those things. Have yourself a great day. It is Sunday. Get out there, do something great for yourself. Um, just feel great. Talk to somebody that you haven't spoken to. Do something that you wouldn't normally do. But just have an amazing day despite it all. All right? If you need me, I am here. Ashe, 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 and good